Hi, I'm Chef Lala, and today I'm going to be making a creamy, delicious, luscious, and healthy flan. I know that flan is one of those things that people don't usually think of as healthy, but did you know by making some little changes, you can actually make a big difference in the overall nutrient content of your flan. So let me start off by making the caramel. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of water and 1/3 cup of sugar. Now what we want to do is caramelize it. We want it to turn nice and like a caramel color, not too brown, because and then it burns, and then that means that it's going to taste bitter. So we want to avoid that. We're going to keep a close eye on this at a low simmer until it's nice and bubbly. Next, I'm going to turn over to the flan part. Now, a flan is a vanilla custard. Different countries do it different ways. Some people add coconut, some people add pineapple. In Mexico, we add cinnamon. But this is the way I'm going to do it today. That's a little simpler. It's just a very basic one. So I'm going to add 1 cup of skim milk. I remember the first time I made this flan, my sister said, "What are you doing using low-fat milk? It's not going to be rich in flavor." Absolutely. Low-fat milk or non-fat milk have the same nutrients that you want from whole milk, but it actually has half the calories, and you're cutting about 8 grams of fat, which is a lot in the long run. We're also going to use some condensed milk. I've also opted for the low-fat version. So let's get that out with a spoon. That nice creaminess. Another one of the shortcuts that I did was I added an egg substitute. Once again, my sister almost hit the roof when she saw me using this, but I told her, hey, this has no cholesterol. It has the same wonderful nutrients that a regular egg has. It has 0 grams of fat. I'm also going to add a little vanilla. This is one of those things as a chef I'm a total stickler about. None of that fake stuff. Pure, real vanilla. Look for it on the label. Let's see how our caramel is doing. Ooh, it needs just a little bit more, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Okay, and then the last touch is I'm going to take a little bit of lime zest, just for that little guess. What was that? And then I'm going to whisk it all together. All these little small changes really make a big difference, because ultimately obesity and being overweight is associated with heart disease, and that's what we want to try to avoid. It's nice and smooth. Let's check our caramel. I think we have a wonderful, beautiful caramel color going now. So I want to pour it into my little individual sized cups. I place this in a baking pan with about 1 inch of water so I can keep it nice and moist. And I'm going to pour just a little bit of caramel on each one of these cups. Take a little ladle. And scoop it in. So you could already see this nice, creamy richness. I preset my oven to 350, and I'm going to cook this off for about 1 hour. Now make sure you check the time on your oven, because depending on the elevation, your oven's going to work differently. So make sure you poke it with a little fork, and it shouldn't stick to the fork, and that means it's ready. I'm going to place this in the oven. Once your flan is cooked, you want to let it cool down, and you want to refrigerate it for about 8 hours to overnight. The easiest way to do it, I found, is to take a little knife, run it around the edge, place the plate over, and flip it over. Then you can top it with some fruit. Feel free to add your personal touch to it. The most important thing is to remember to live a heart-healthy life.